Sorry about that. Let's get started again. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold it vertically to make a tall pumpkin. I'm going to put my tracer right on the edge, and once again your pumpkin should just fit. Trace. And then I'm going to take these and cut right on my lines. So this is going to create my short pumpkin. I've cut with the fold in the middle. So there's my pumpkin. And then I'm going to cut this one out. Okay, now this is trash. You gotta make sure that your trash gets thrown away today. Leaving these on the floor is not going to be okay. Your trash, your responsibility. All right, so here are my 3 pumpkins. If you choose that you wanna have 2 small pumpkins, 2 short pumpkins that is, this is what it'll look like. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna move it. This is what it'll look like, 2 small pumpkins. If you decide you want 2 tall pumpkins, this is what it'll look like. It is your decision how you lay them out, which leads me to my next part. This is where you're going to decide, now that you've done the border on your paper, how you want your paper to look. So you've got your border. You're gonna put your pumpkins down. Don't immediately glue them down. You're gonna figure out where they go. They're gonna cover up the border. They could be off the page a tiny bit, that's all right. They don't have to be exactly on the page. If you're going to have a tall and a short, play around with the placement. Do you like it up here better? Do you like it down there better? Do you like this one tilted? Do you like it straight? Maybe this one over here, this one there, and that one here, or there. That's up to you. But you should not just put them down and say, yep, this is where they go, right here. That's it. I want you to play around with it. See what looks good to you. We are also going to put on lines on our pumpkin so that it has a form to it. This right now is a shape, but we're going to add the element of art, form, and make it look 3D. In order to do that, you see this line right in the middle that we cut on? I'm going to use that as my starting line, and to make my pumpkin look round, what I'm going to do is make rounded lines from the inside working around. So up here, actually, I'm going to make a little indent, because that's what it looks like. Let me move my background paper. And then up here, we are going to create some lines with black oil pastel. And when we do this, our pumpkin is then going to take on, see how I'm starting at the same point at the top? Our pumpkin is then going to take on what's called form, because those curved lines are going to make it look rounded. We're going to do that with all 3, so like a little V. All 3 of our pumpkins are going to have a curved line on it to give them form. Have I said form enough times? No? Okay, you're going to put on a curved line so they all have form. One more time, put on my little V, start at my middle, make 2 curved lines. See, I'm using that line of symmetry. I don't know if I was real clear. I'm using that line of symmetry to know where to start my lines. And then I'm starting all of my curves from that one place. Okay, so just 4 lines on each one. It's real simple. Then we're gluing down. So you're going to decide where you want your pumpkins to be. They can be turned, but I want you to take a second look. All right, so let's talk about glue, because we haven't used glue yet this year. Glue. Mrs. Garner's a little crazy about glue. This glue bottle, when you get it today, it should be shut. It should be cleaned. You should not have glue dripping down the sides. When we glue things down, we use dots. Dots, not lots. Just a sliver, not a river. Dot, 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 not a lot. This is not an elephant. You are not trying to keep an elephant in place. You are gluing a piece of paper, really light paper, to another piece of paper. Dot, 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 not a lot. Here's how many dots you need. You need a dot right there. You see how small that is? It's a dot. Maybe a dot, a dot, a dot, and one in the middle. that is all you need. There we go. I'm gonna flip it over. Okay, so I decided I wanted this one over here. And then it should stay down. If it pops up, you're like, Mrs. Garner, it's not holding. The secret to keeping it down is holding it. Put your fingers there. Hold it down. It's going to stay. It just may need a little bit of encouragement. All right, so then I'm going to do this one next. Same thing. Dot. And I'm not lifting my bottle from up here and dropping it. I'm putting it on the paper. Dot, dot, dot. Nobody should use more glue than that. If you do, it's too much. It's a waste. We're not wasteful with our supplies. Okay, and then lastly, my little pumpkin, once again, dot, 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 dot. Okay, and then this one goes down here. Now I'm keeping all of mine on my paper. I don't have any hanging off, and that's all right. The very last step is we are going to put on some little curly cues to show the vines. So I'm going to take a green oil pastel, and on here, I'm just going to make some curly cues. And it can go on to the other pumpkin, because that is going to help give it a 3D form as well. My curly cues go more than one way. There you go. And then we've got fall pumpkins. I'm going to put these directions up on the board. I know I've said a lot, but your pieces are going to be beautiful. Remember to throw away your trash, your glue bottles. Close. To close a glue bottle, you twist it closed. Dots, not lots. And when I'm through, I close the top on my bottle of glue. Twist, twist, twist. Wipe, wipe, wipe. My bottle of glue is clean and tight. Then you make sure you put it back in the little glue bottle holder. All right, here we go.